to the Victor makeup tutorial for cats. Hey Kaylee. So we're gonna go through your bag first. Inside your bag, you're going to have gray paint, a reddish brown paint, pink lipstick, white paint, black paint, some pinky eyeshadow, and 2 paintbrushes. Let's get started. Also, don't forget to get some water and some paper towels. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is grab our white paint and start with the mouth. You're going to follow the smile lines, and we're going to do kind of a half circle around the face. Not all the way down the chin though. And then you're going to fill that in with white paint.
Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat on the railway train.
There's a whisper down the line at 11:39 when the night mail's ready to depart. Saying, Skimble, where is Skimble? Has he gone to hunt the thimble? We must find him or the train can't start.
All the guards and all the porters and the station master's daughters would be searching high and low, saying, Skimble, where is Skimble? For unless he's very nimble, then the night mail just can't go. At 11:42, with the signal overdue and the passengers all frantic to a man, that's when I would appear and I'd saunter to the rear. I'd been busy in the luggage van.
Then he gave one flash look.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is halfway through this on the side of the face, we're going to color this with the brownish red. And you're going to do it under the chin as well. And leave a little space on the side here because we're going to be putting white and black paint there later. We're also going to buff this out a little bit, which I'll show you how to do in a second.
Last green eyes and the signal went on clear.
They'd be off at last for the northern part of the northern hemisphere.
Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat on the railway train.
You might say that by and large it was me who was in charge of the sleeping car express. From the driver and the guards to the bagman playing cards, I would supervise them all, more or less.
Down the corridor he paces and examines all the faces of the travelers in the first and the third. He establishes control by a regular patrol, and he'd know at once if anything occurred. He would watch you without winking, and he saw what you were thinking, and it's certain that he didn't approve of hilarity and riot, so the folk were very quiet when Skimble was about and on the move. You could play no pranks with Skimble Shanks. He's a cat that couldn't be ignored. So nothing went wrong on the northern bill when Skimble Shanks was aboard.
It was very pleasant when they found their little den with the name written up on the door. And the berth was very neat with the newly folded sheet and not a speck of dust upon the floor. There was every sort of light. You could make it dark or bright, and a button you could turn to make a breeze, and a funny little basin you're supposed to wash your face in, and a crank to shut the window should you sneeze.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is buff this out a little bit. So what you're going to do is wet your brush more than you usually would and dab a little bit of paint on that line, and then using your finger you're going to smooth it outwards, kind of just to blend it.
Then the guard looked in politely and would ask you very brightly, do you like your morning tea?
With a straw.
But I was right behind him and was ready to remind him, for Skimble won't let anything go wrong.
When they crept into their cozy berth and pulled up the counterpane,
They all could reflect it was there.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is grab the pink eyeshadow, and using your finger you can just put it on the lid and try to get it all over there, up into the crease and everything. We want to be able to see it. So just do that on both eyes.
Very nice to know that they wouldn't be bothered by mice. They would leave all that to the railway cat, the cat on the railway train. Skimble Shanks, the
hours of the night, I was always fresh and bright. Every now and then I'd have a cup of tea with perhaps...
All right, continuing with the eye, we're gonna take our black paint and do some eyeliner. And you're not gonna wing this out. But you are going to bring it a little bit into the corner.
A drop of scotch while I was keeping on the watch, only stopping here and there to catch a flea. They were fast asleep at crew, and so they never knew that I was walking up and down the station. They were sleeping all the while I was busy at Carlisle, where I met the station master with elation. They might see me at Dumfries if I summoned the police, if there was anything they ought to know about.
When they got to Gallowgate, then they did not have to wait, for Skimbleshanks would help them to get out.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do with our black paint is draw on the cat nose, which you're just gonna be filling in the tip of the nose. And then we're gonna draw a line from the nose to the top lip in the center of the face. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is draw some dots on either side, just a few, and then we're gonna do the whiskers, which is going to consist of some little marks here on the side, just a few, and you're gonna do that on either side. We're also going to do a little mark right underneath the lip as well.
Cat on the railway train.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do with our black paint is the eyebrows, and you're just gonna fill in the eyebrows like you normally would, but you're gonna bring it down the nose a little bit, and we're gonna feather it out a little bit in a second.
You ought to ask Mr. Mistopheles, the original conjuring.
All right, so the way we're gonna feather this out is just by doing a few lines right at the end.
Cat. The greatest magicians have something to learn from Mr. Mistopheles' conjuring turn. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever at magic, oh, Mr. Mistopheles. He is quiet, he is small, he is black, from the ears to the tip of his tail. He can creep through the tiniest crack. He can walk on the narrowest rail. He can pick any card from the pack. He is equally cunning with dice. He's always deceiving you into believing that he's only hunting for mice. He can play any trick with a cork, or a spoon and a bit of fish paste. And if you look for a knife or a...
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do with our black paint is go underneath the eye, and we're just gonna line it a little bit here, and bring it right here, and you're gonna do that on each eye.
Look, and you think it is merely misplaced. You have seen it one moment, then it is gone. You find it next week lying out on the lawn. And we all say, oh.
All right, so what we're gonna do is right underneath the eye, we're just gonna do a quick line underneath and leave some space because we're gonna be putting some white in between.
Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magic, no Mr. Mistopheles.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do with our black paint is up here, we're gonna do a little bit of fur per se, and it's gonna be in a little bit of a triangle form and strokes.
Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magic, no Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is go to the side side of the face, and we're gonna do some black paint, and we're gonna do that fur kind of method again, and I'm gonna do it a little bit above, like kind of starting at the line where the tan is, but going into it a little bit. I'm at the red.
And aloof, you would think there was nobody shyer, but my voice has been heard on the roof. When I was
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is take the gray paint, and we're gonna do that right underneath the brow, just a little bit. And you're gonna do that on each side.
curled up by the fire, and I've sometimes been heard by the fire. When I was about on the roof, at least they all heard that somebody purred, which is incontestable.
So the next thing we're gonna do is grab our white paint and go back in, and we're gonna put a little bit of white here, and put, you can open yours, white in between here. And you're gonna do that on each side.
Proof of my singular magical powers, and I've known the family to call me in from the garden for hours when I was asleep in the hall.
And not long ago, this phenomenal cat produced 7 kittens right out of a hat. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do with our white paint is go back to the side of the face, and right underneath where we did the black, we're going to do the white, and we're just going to do that kind of fur texture.
As magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is grab our lipstick, and you're going to just fill in the lips like you normally would.
And not long ago, this phenomenal cat produced 7.
Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is grab the black paint again, and we're going to outline the lips. But on the top lip, you're kind of going to do a little flare out, kind of like a little handlebar mustache.
Right out of a hat.
And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical